Hey there, it is Manny with Daddy Cool Records, and I wanted to go over some record store day listings with you. A lot of people say, man, there's a lot of live records on record store day lists. And you know what? The answer is there are. So we're going to go over them in this long video. So get your popcorn ready. We'll start off with the ones that we think that are going to be the most in demand. We'll start off with the Foreigner record. You can find this list on recordstoreday.com, and then from there there's a home tab, and from there you can go on ahead and click view the list, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at the list. If you click here for web, then you can go a little bit deeper into the titles, and that's what we are going to be doing. Okay, so we'll start off with the Foreigner record. Foreigner 4 Live. It is limited to 2,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, meaning it is coming out on that day, and that day only is when it will be released. Foreigner is playing that night, Record Store Day evening, April 18th, at the Baycare Sound. Lou Gramm of Foreigner, the original singer of Foreigner, is going to be here at Daddy Cool Records signing autographs at beginning at 2 p.m. If you purchase the Foreigner 4 Live from us on Record Store Day, that will give you a fast pass to the Lou Gramm meet and greet. The Foreigner 4 album is going to be $34.99. Okay, next up in the high demand category is going to be the Laufey record. That one is going to be A Matter of Time live at Madison Square Garden. A Matter of Time is her latest release. It is limited to 17,000 copies, so much more, uh, you know, availability than many other titles. It is $47.99. It is an RSD first, meaning that in the future it could come out again, maybe in a different colorway or something like that. Okay, this next group of Record Store Day titles I want to talk about are ones that I really like because they have a vinyl piece and they also have a CD piece that's coming out on Record Store Day for both of them. Okay, so first up would be the Jeff Buckley live at Olympia. Or Olympia. I don't know. I'm sorry. So, but anyhow, this is going to be 15,400 copies available. We will have it for $42.99, and that is a double LP. It is an RSD exclusive. Okay, then there's also going to be a CD piece for that. That is also an RSD exclusive, limited to 3,250 copies, and that will be $16.99. Okay, next up, Pink Floyd. This is really cool. This is Pink Floyd live from Los Angeles, 1975. This is on the Wish You Were Here tour. This is limited to 15,400 copies, 4 LPs. It is $100. Um, there's a CD companion piece to that. That CD companion piece is a double CD, limited to 7,100 copies. I believe that is also $16.99, like the Jeff Buckley. The story behind this record is really, really cool. A guy kind of like outfitted a big ass tape recorder, nice pro tape recorder underneath the seat of a wheelchair, and he got a friend to bring him into the concert, and they recorded it surreptitiously that way. It was a very awesome recording of an awesome show. And then the other thing about this is that Pink Floyd didn't even really record professionally any shows on this tour for whatever reason. So this has become a much sought after recording. It came as part of the out of the 50th anniversary Wish You Were Here box set. So this has been plucked out of that. So now you can get this piece on its own. Again, it is a 4 LP set for $100, or a 2 CD set, and I believe it's $16.99. And then next up, we have Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen live at Asbury Park, 2024. This is a 5 LP set, limited to 6,050 copies. We will have it for $104.99. This was originally supposed to have a CD companion piece with it, but there was an error in the pressing, so it has been delayed. The CD part of this will be coming out in May 29th. But on Record Store Day, you can get the 5 LP set. Part 2. All right. So next up, we have the 13th Floor Elevators with their album We Are Not Live. Now, apparently, this is a reissue, but it's been done right, so to speak. Apparently, the original pressings of this record had crowd noises that was, dubbed in, which was happening quite a bit back then. You'd have a live album. And so that was the case with this. And apparently on this recording or this pressing here, they've done away with the fake live stuff. So this is really not even a live record. I guess maybe live in the studio. 2,000 copies of this. This is an RSD exclusive, and we will have it for $32.99. Okay. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They have a really cool release, limited to 2,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. This is on bug-shaped vinyl. It's a die-cut vinyl. There are just a couple tracks on here. 4 tracks rather. And one of the really cool things about this is that $1 from every record sold goes to a pollinator charity to help save the bees. So that is really, really important as well. So cool 4 cuts from King Gizzard on a bee-shaped vinyl. And that is going to be, it's pretty pricey, $51.99. Okay, next up we have The Darkness. The Darkness with their album One Way Ticket to Birmingham. And so this is a live album recorded in 2006. It is a RSD exclusive, limited to 2,000 copies, and it is going to come in at $41.99. Okay, next up we have King Crimson. This is King Crimson, limited to 2,000 copies. It's an RSD first, and this was recorded in 1974. So, hot shit King Crimson lineup there, 1974. And that is going to run $55.99. That is a double LP. Okay, next we have Porcupine Tree. This is really cool for locals. It was recorded live at a in-store at Park Ave in Orlando. So congratulations to Sandy and everyone at Park Ave for having a Record Store Day release. This was recorded in 2007. It is limited to 3,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it will be $38.99. Okay, here's something really, really current. This is Puscifer. They just released an album called Normal Isn't. This is Normal Isn't Live. This is the album performed live in a small club. 2,500 copies of this are available. It is an RSD first, and it will run $35.99. Okay, next we have Yes with their Tales from Topographic Tours. It is a triple LP, limited to 3,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and we will have it for $53.99. This was recorded between 1973 and 1974. And so that's some really cool prog rock from Yes. All right, we will end it here. Okay, part 3. All righty, next up we have Judas Priest. This is Judas Priest live in 1990. This is Beyond the Painkiller Tour. This has 4,900 copies available. It is an RSD exclusive. It is going to be $30.99. Okay, next we have Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. This is live 1976 in Germany. It is limited to 1,200 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. It is a triple LP, and it is $79.99. Okay, next we have Saxon. Well, I don't have Saxon up here, but Saxon has a Record Store Day release. It is live in Germany, 1999, and that is going to be $59.99. Okay, then we have Baby Metal. Baby Metal right there, live at the O2 Arena. This is limited to 3,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it was going to cost $29.99. Okay, next up, MSG, Michael Schenker Group. This is the best of 1980 to 1984, so a compilation of live tracks, limited to 2,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $35.99. There's a couple of Motorhead releases, one of them being live. This is Motorhead, The Lost Tapes, Volume 7, Lemmy's 50th birthday. This was recorded in West Hollywood in 1995. It is a double LP, 3,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $47.99. Okay, next we get into some jazz titles here. I think this is going to be a sleeper hit on Record Store Day. This is MTV Unplugged with Tony Bennett. This is going to be limited to 2,200 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. This was recorded in 1994. Good old MTV Unplugged. Okay, next up we have Snarky Puppy with their album Live at the Ground Up Music Festival. This is limited to 2,000 copies. That's an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $27.99. Okay, there's a couple of releases from Chet Baker. Chet Baker Live in Japan, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Both are limited to 1,000 copies, so not a whole heck of a lot. 1,000 for each pressing, and they each are $59.99. Okay, next we have Ahmad Jamal. There's a series of releases live at the Jazz Showcase, so we'll kick it off with this Ahmad Jamal. It is a double LP, 2,000 copies available. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $59.99. This was recorded in 1976. Okay, next we got Mal Waldron. This is also limited to 1,800 copies, an RSD exclusive, and let's see if it tells us when it was recorded. 1979, with a pretty killer, stellar lineup there with Mal Waldron. Okay, then again, another Jazz Showcase release. This one will be Joe Henderson. This is a triple LP, 2,000 copies available. It was recorded in 1978. It is an RSD exclusive, and the Joe Henderson is going to be $69.99. Okay, then next up we have John McLaughlin. Music from Abandoned Heights. I do believe that this is a brand new release, brand new recording. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. It is on Impact, so you know it is of the highest recording quality. Limited to 450 copies, so good luck finding one. If you find one here at Daddy Cool Records, it will be $49.99. There are some other jazz titles that we will not have in stock. I can tell you that right off the bat. Yusef Lateef, also recorded at the Jazz Showcase. A Wendell Harrison, and a Don Cherry. All stellar artists, but we are not able to bring everything in, so that is going to be the case with that. Okay, part 4. All right, next up we're going to get into the rock, the meat and potatoes of the Record Store Day live list. So we will kick it off with Fall Out Boy. It is a triple LP. There are 20,000 copies available. So hopefully we will have enough for you here at Daddy Cool Records. It is an RSD exclusive. This is So Much for Our Dust, live in Madison Square Garden. This was recorded in 2024. So it's a very recent recording from Fall Out Boy. and that is going to be, it's a triple LP. It's pretty expensive, $69.99. Okay, next up we got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is live from 1978, so some early Tom Petty. This was recorded for an FM broadcast in Boston. 9 tracks here. It is limited to 8,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and that is going to be $35.99. Okay, next. Did I lose it? Did I not? Do I not have it? Okay, so next, let's see if we can find it here on the fly. That would be the Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo and their album. This is basically Wicked Live. So this is kind of cool, you know. That's the two of them performing songs from the soundtrack live with a 37-piece orchestra. So pretty hot stuff. It is going to be an RSD first. There are 7,000 copies available on Record Store Day, and we will have it for $49.99. Okay, next up, John Prine. This is limited to 7,100 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. This is BBC sessions. These were recorded in the early 70s, 1973, it seems like. And it is going to be $29.99 for the John Prine. Okay, next, the Ramones. This is limited to 6,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. This was recorded for FM radio show when they were on tour for their End of the Century album. We will have it for $39.99. Okay, next up we've got Steely Dan, Alive in America. This is a reissue. It was this is going to be an RSD exclusive, limited to 4,000 copies. It is a double LP. $43.99 is going to be the price on it. This was their return to touring shows from the 1990s. Okay, after Steely Dan, we have Ween. Ween Europe 90 rather. Limited to 7,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. It is a triple LP. There is 2 albums that are live, I do believe, and then another album of studio sessions in 1990. So this is pretty heavy duty stuff here from Ween. It is a triple LP, and it is going to be $69.99. Okay, we have a couple of live offerings from the Grateful Dead. This one is going to be the Dead box set. We traditionally have a Dead box set on Record Store Day. This one is going to be from Boston in 1976. It is limited to 6,100 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $139.99. Okay, next we have from Dogfish Head Beer. This is the 3rd volume of their On a Back Porch series. This is where they take select tracks from Grateful Dead concerts and kind of put them together in a nice flowing package. People love it. It is limited to 5,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it will be selling here at Daddy Kool for $27.99. Okay, next, very popular artist here at the record store, Adrienne Lenker from the band Big Thief. She's got an album live at Revolution Hall. It is a triple LP, limited to 3,000 copies, and we will have it for $69.99. Okay, next up, we got a pair of Stone Temple Pilots related releases. This one is Stone Temple Pilots live at Rolling Rock in 2001. It is an RSD exclusive. It is limited to 4,000 copies. 2001, so we got Lane Staley, and they are on tour for their album. Oh, man. Shangri-La Dee Da. That's how you say that. So anyhow, 2001, 4,000 copies. That's STP is going to be $41.99 here at Daddy Kool. And then here we have Scott Weiland live. This is an RSD exclusive. This is from 2009. And the Scott Weiland is going to be $35.99. Next up, we got Van Halen. We've been getting a lot of live Van Halen recently. Now we've got live in New Haven, Connecticut, 1986. So this would be the 5150 tour. It is a double LP. It is limited to 5,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and we will have it for $39.99. Okay, next up, we've got the band Air, and this is a performance of their Moon Safari album, live in Athens, Greece. It is an RSD exclusive. It was recorded at the Acropolis. There are 4,500 copies of this available, and we will have it at Daddy Kool for $32.99. Okay, next we got, another victory for independent record stores. Easy Street, which is in Seattle, Washington, I do believe. This is Brandi Carlile, live at Easy Street, Volume 2. This has 8,000 copies available. It is an RSD exclusive, and we will have it for $29.99. Okay, next we got the Cars on tour promoting their album Heartbeat City. This is a double LP. It is an RSD exclusive, limited to 35,000 copies, and it was recorded in 1984. Can you believe that? All righty, so now, next up, this is going to be sweet. This is another one that I think is going to be a big sleeper hit. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts live at the Ritz in New York City in 1981. I believe this is on New Year's Eve. And by this time, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts already had their debut album and their follow-up, I Love Rock and Roll, out. So they were on top of the world. This is limited to 4,500 copies. It is an RSD first, and the Joan Jett is going to be $29.99. Okay, next up we got Madonna. Madonna Confessions Tour. Confessions from the Dance Floor? Confessions on a Dance Floor album. This is limited to 5,700 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. I believe it is a double LP, and it is going to be $49.99. Okay, next, the Muffs. God bless the Muffs. This is going to be a toughie. It's limited to 1,000 copies. Lord have mercy. This is the Muffs live at Fort Apache. This is when they were out on support for their second release, Blonder and Blonder. 1,000 copies, and we will have the Muffs for $29.99. Okay, next, Corinne Bailey Rae, live at Webster Hall. It is an RSD first, limited to 2,500 copies. This was recorded in 2006, so 20 years ago. Holy moly. We will have the Corinne Bailey Rae for $32.99. Okay, next up, another reissue. This one from Bad Brains. Bad Brains Live. OG awesome album there. This is going to be limited to 2,500 copies as an RSD exclusive. This was recorded in 1987. Bad Brains is going to be $35.99. Okay, next up, we got some more good loud stuff for you. Dinosaur Jr. live in Hollywood, 1991 rather. This was recorded on the Green Mind tour. Another toughie, 1,450 copies. Not a lot. This is going to be an RSD first, and the Dinosaur Jr. is going to be $41.99. Okay, next up, I absolutely love this album cover. This is the Power Station live. It was recorded in 1986. Just Power Station was an offshoot from Duran Duran, and man, fans were going crazy waiting for them. I just love this picture. So anyhow, it is limited to 2,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. It is a double LP, and it is going to be. I'm sorry, it is a triple LP, and it is going to be $69.99. Uh, Skid Row live at the Moscow Peace Festival. I think that has been pushed back. That should have been next on the list, but I think it's been pushed back. Okay, next we have Sonic Youth. So this is an interesting release. I think this is what, this is kind of like a perfect release for RSD. And so anyway, it's Diamond C's. Their washing machine record. They have a track on it called Diamond C. It is a 20-minute track. So what they've done is they've taken various live recordings of Diamond C and kind of blended it into one, not all of them, but blended it into an album, so to speak. It is limited to 3,500 copies. It is an RSD first, and it is going to be $29.99. All right, Thin Lizzy. Live in 1976 in Cleveland. It is a double LP. It is an RSD first, limited to 4,000 copies, and it is going to be $44.99. Okay, XTC. How cool is this? It is a double LP. Man, oh man, not a lot. 2,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive. This is Live Boots, the first in a series of official live bootlegs. This was recorded in 1981. Hot dang. The XTC is going to run $59.99. Hey, another $59.99er, that would be Blur live at the Budokan. That is a double LP. It is an RSD exclusive, limited to 2,000 copies. This is Blur live at the Budokan. Okay, next we have Cream, Wheels of Fire, live at the Fillmore and Winterland Ballroom. So most of this is a triple LP. Most of these tracks have been released in one format or another, but not all in one package. So we've got tracks that were originally on the Wheels of Fire album, and tracks that came out on subsequent box sets and live albums, as well as some unreleased stuff. This is limited to 4,500 copies. It is an RSD first. It is a triple LP, and I'm going to have to check on the price on that one for you. So next up we have Ghost Funk Orchestra live in Europe. This is an RSD exclusive, limited to 2,000 copies, and so kind of cool stuff here. 2,000 copies, and the Ghost Funk Orchestra, that is going to be $29.99. Okay, next up, billed here as the London Suede. It's that's just the way it is. Here in the record store, we keep it under their name, which is to me, which is Suede, the Suede. This is coming up at the BBC. 1,500 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $39.99. Hey, next we have Gabby Moreno live at KCRW. Morning Becomes Eclectic. Love that program. This is going to be limited to 1,000 copies, so not a whole heck of a lot out there, and it is going to be $39.99. Okay, this is really cool. Todd Rundgren, Runt. This was the first ever live solo performance by Todd Rundgren. This was captured at the Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia in 1971. It was a live FM radio broadcast. It is limited to 3,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it is going to be $29.99. Next, we have a live release from Spacey Jane, live at the recorded in 2025. Super limited, 750 copies. Oh my lord! It is a double LP, and if we are lucky to get one, it will be $38.99. Okay, next we have the Stray Cats. Stray Cats Rumble in Brixton. It is a double LP, 2,000 copies. It is an RSD exclusive, and it was recorded in 2004. Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson, the pictures might be a little deceiving because these tracks were recorded between 1999 and 2000. So pictures are a little bit older than that, but that's all right. We love you, Brian. 2,000 copies on this. It is an RSD exclusive. Again, these are live tracks called from spanning 2000 and from 2007 beforehand to 1999. So really cool to see some live Brian Wilson. Okay, and then next we have X Small Deutschland, a Peel Sessions release. It is a double LP, limited to 1,000 copies. Man, not a lot. Double LP, 1,000 copies. It is going to be $48.99 here at Daddy Cool. Okay, and another live album and a recent recording. That would be Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts. That is his current touring project. So it is, from 2025, I'm going to assume. And it is limited to 6,000 copies. It is an RSD first. It is a double LP, and it is going to be $49.99. Okay, next, Ray Charles Live. This is the complete performance. I guess there was a Ray Charles Live about 50 years ago that did not contain the entire concert. Now we have the entire concert on a double LP, limited to 900 copies. The early bird is going to get the worm on the Ray Charles. And the Ray Charles we will have for $49.99 if we are so lucky to get one. Okay, next we get some old school punk rock with Ian Dury and the Blockheads, live in London, 1980. Again, another limited release of 1,000 copies. It is going to be $54.99 here at Daddy Cool. Okay, Laura Marling. Laura Marling, she has a live album live at Albert Hall. This is going to be 1,500 copies. It is an RSD first, and it is going to be $42.99. Okay, well, thank you if you made it this far. Thank you so much for sticking with me. You can find a list of all of these records and how much we will have them for and how many we have in stock at if you are to go to the Daddy Cool Instagram page. Let's do that. Can you see me do that? Daddy Cool Instagram. Oh, am I not going to find it now? Okay, so I'm not going to. But you can find it on our Daddy Cool Instagram page, and from there you can. Let's see. Hopefully you can see this. If you see our Instagram page, then from there you will see a link tree. You go to the link tree, and as we start to check in our record store day stuff, we will update this. You check our RSD inventory, and you will see the artist, the title, how many we have, the price, and whether it's a 10-inch, a 7-inch CDs or LPs. Again, we as of this taping on the 9th of April, we haven't updated this list, haven't really checked anything in, but we will be doing that very shortly. So please stay tuned. Thank you.